Everybody, welcome to group break number 651. We have a 10-box inner case of credentials from 25-26. So here we go. Good luck. This is the only break we're doing of this. Literally all the boxes in one shot. Here are your teams alphabetically by team name and then by username, whatever you want. There you go. Yeah, we have a physical storefront. It's just right here. It's just zephyrEpic.com. And a physical storefront in Surrey, BC. So if you are interested, feel free to check out the store. Online, we have lots of stuff. I think some of our price drops are going live for hockey as we speak. But again, this Friday, so in 2 days, starting at 1 p.m. Pacific time, we'll also be doing a special show on here for, having some fun, moving some product. So be some good deals, hopefully. And we'll see how it goes. I didn't realize the boxes were like foresty green. Once we have the new PWHL in, yes. We didn't order a ton of Ultra. Just because the price seemed high-ish on it, but we'll see. So, all right, here we go. Box 1. Good serial number on it too, on the NHL sticker. I like that one. And the back one, and it's just that works. I'm gonna have styrofoam for packing, so I don't have to use extra bubble mailers this time. Is this a made in Canada product? Printed in Canada, or is it? Where is it printed in? Yeah, printed in Canada. Because I saw a plate get pulled with the sleeve. So, but Beal, the new PWHL might have a price, or the 24-25 will have a price drop online. I believe it should. I need to drop it on here as well. So, all right, let's rip and stack. Let's rip and stack. This seems like a very rip and stackable product. If my hands seem shaky, it's just because I did like 4 flights of stairs. And I'm a little bit out of shape. I might go for a run later today. Running's one of those things that like I always want to do, but then I think about running and get so self-conscious that it's like, I don't really want to run now. All right, here we go. Good luck, folks. For the Blues, Falk on the Driven Success and Shaping Success of Draisaitl. These are actually nice looking. Probably my favorite insert from the set. Svechnikov on the front row talent, and is that Ville Koivunen? That is Ville Koivunen on the acetate to 199. Give that the sleeve and top load, but did 7K at 6 a.m. Man, at 6 a.m. these seem like, they're standard, just a thin card. At 6 a.m. I was putting my boy to sleep after he woke up early. He slept through the night for the most part, which is a miracle. Panarin for the Rangers, and then Michael Misa on the debut ticket to $9.99 for the Sharks. Yeah, this is my problem with credentials this year, is that it says debut ticket access, and it's always had a ticket design. And it's never, like, there's no ticket aspect to the card. Like, front or back, there's nothing here that says ticket on it outside of the word ticket. And I really just wish that, there were tickets, because that's why I like the set. Levchnov on the Sensational Youth, and Dickinson to 249 for the Sharks, numbered 83 at 249. So, like, I think that is... unacceptable is not the right word, but like just disappointing. Especially because like year after year it's been that. Yeah. The only thing I could think of is that if they got like in legal trouble with like Panini being like, hey, the ticket design's ours, we lost our licenses, we're going to be a little bit more like happy about chasing after that. But I feel like you can't trademark that type of thing. Like, I don't feel like there's a trademark or a patent on doing a ticket. So, Stuart Skinner standing on their head for the Oilers, and Kaprizov on the now starting for the Wild. I don't like those. The standing on their head's not bad, but front row talent of McDavid for the Oilers. And yeah, so like here's what last year's looked like for Vegas. Cormier Like, I still don't like this design because it's just too foily. But that is a ticket. You can at least see that it's a ticket. But, like, my critique last year is that, like, I think if you just got rid of the foiling, it looked way better. But Cormier to 199? 11 of 199, so for Vegas. Heiskanen on the Defined Success, and Brunet to 999 for the Bruins on the rookie. Cooley on the Sensational Youth, and a Bo Horvat for the Islanders to 199. So, yeah, like, I think, again, a ticket-based rookie is sick. Especially, like, the signature and stuff. Again, 1920 credentials, my favorite year for it. That was the best year for this product. Value-wise, it was actually really good, too. It's cheap. It was really good value, especially compared to SP Authentic. So I want to see them return to that. Honestly, a lot of the 19-20 year product formats, ice and credentials in particular, I think are how the product should be done. Yeah, 2022-23 with the debut dates was nice. It's just the getting an autograph from it was rougher. I like the fact that it seems to be one autograph per box this year. But, yeah. And again, like, price-wise, it's kind of been... The price of hockey cards just keeps going up, I think, because people are just getting priced out in other hobbies and other sports, so they're coming to hockey a little bit. Shea Theodore on the Defining Success. And acetate ticket of Connor Bedard to 99 for Chicago. Nice Bedard. Not rookie, but take it. Because, like, in previous years, that would have been taking the place of your autograph. So, Jack Hughes for the Devils, and sending Palika to $9.99 for the Red Wings. Again, we'll sleeve and top load those guys after. Kyle Connor for the Jets, and a sticker autograph of Mr. Cam Talbot. Standing on their heads. Again, I'm fine with the occasional sticker autograph. I get it for early in the year products. Just because, you know, you can't print and have everyone in their updated jerseys and things like that. But as long as they're designed nice, I'm okay with it. Will Smith on the Sensational Youth, and debut ticket access of Easton Cowan for the Leafs. No, I don't think there are announcers. I know people complained about them last year, but I think if they had the top, like, popular announcers, and, like, generally on average they sell better, it's pretty cool. Like, I mean, rest in peace, John Garrett. But, like, if there's a John Garrett autograph or a John Shorthouse autograph in this, I'd be all over it. I'd rather have that than most of the rookies in here. You know? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Joe Bowen's another big one for the Leafs. So, we got a Sparkling Success. His year on the Defined Success. These are actually really tough to pull. Sparks of Greatness of Lane Hudson. These are cool. They're kind of like matte with the sparkles behind it. Oh, speaking of sparkles, we tried the new Timbits yesterday. The World Soccer game Timbits. But especially my favorite part is the Italian ones, because Italy totally made the World Cup. But anyways, we tried them yesterday. My official rankings, Brazil, the lime cheesecake one's number 1. And then, like, big gap to number 2, where I put the Canadian fireworks one, which is just like pop rocks on a Timbit. Surprisingly fun. Number 3 is what was that? The cappuccino one, which was Italy. And then last by a mile was a creme brulee one. It just was not good. McKinnon for the Avs, and DeBrincat to 199. I mean, like, I think it's important to be not critical in a negative way, but, like, constructive, because that's how we get better things, right? Like, Swayman for the Bruins, and Coco for the Kraken to $4.99. I try and be as fair as I can. Cutter Gauthier on the Sensational Youth, and Jesper Bratt on the Now Starring. Like, these seem like an MVP level insert to me. Where like I'd like a little bit more premium. But like I don't know. I like to try and be fair. Like to try and like again. I think if you just say everything is great and something's bad, it's not great. Yeah. But yeah, honestly, like again, I try and be like fair as possible. There's times where I'll be like a little bit frustrated by a product. There's times where I'll like a product that other people don't like, and that's gonna be fine. You smell a demi-auto? Yeah, but yeah, we just try and be fair, try and have fun, because at the end of the day, that's what the hobby's about, right? Like, obviously, we still have to, make our margins to maintain the business and stay in business. But we want to see people get good value for their money when they buy something, right? Everyone does. Obviously, again, it's going to be random. There's going to be boxes that are bad, but as long as that experience is good, like, that's good. Oh, we have a current year autograph. Define success of Suzuki, and nice! Osland for the Sabres to 199. Big fan of his game. Big fan of his game. But again, like, if these you took, like, you put a ticket barcode on here or something like that. Like, if you get rid of the foiling on this and put, like, a ticket barcode or their debut date or something, like, just add some ticket elements to this. Like, maybe add the debut date here or something like that, and then, like, a barcode here. It would look so much nicer. It'd be, I don't know, just way more collectible to me. Because, like, the bottom swatch, that part is okay. It's just making the whole thing, thematic. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen on the standing on their heads, shaping success of Larkin. Logan Thompson with a Suzuki to 199. And Dustin Wolf with a Stuart Skinner to 99 for the Oilers. But yeah, just try and be fair. Again, I think there's areas where, like, if you never open to constructive criticism, you're never going to improve if everyone just says everything's okay or doesn't say anything at all, right? Like, it's like if you get bad food at a restaurant and you don't let them know, they're going to continue serving that bad food, and eventually someone's going to freak out at them. But if you tell them early enough, they might catch it, type of thing, right? Mitchkov on the Sensational Youth. Team tags. These are 1 in 40, I believe, of Wyatt Johnson. I don't hate these. They're not my favorite, but they're fine. They're different. I mean, again, I worked in community management and video gaming for a little bit, and, like, you have to be open to constructive criticism there. Crosby and Easton Cowan to 99 on the Rose. It's probably red, but it might be pink. What's the actual parallel name on this? Is it pink? Or is it purple? Oh, that's purple. Okay, no, that's not purple. That's pink. Okay, hang on. Because I pulled a purple earlier and it's a 10. Is that an autograph that I looked up that was purple? Where is... I guess it helps if I'm on Toronto, not Winnipeg. Cowan. Oh, it is pink. Okay. Huh. That's weird. But nice, Cowan to 99. Take that. We got something fancy. That's an old green. It's an update green. That's last year's. So it could be good. Sam Miscavige for the Panthers. And Albert Johansson for the Red Wings to 25. 12 of 25. The Christmas 1 of 1. And you have the Christmas colors too. Come on. If we're doing like eBay 1 of 1s for jersey numbers, you got to do 12 of 25. So the Christmas 1 of 1 with the Christmas colors, that's got to be a thing. But yeah, like last year again, they had like the initials, their jersey number, and then their position down here with the barcode. Like, if you just add some of those elements to there, tone down the foiling a little bit, I mean, I think it'd be a really good, well overall rounded out set. Kachuk for the Panthers, and Leo Carlson to 199 for the Ducks. So, but I saw someone today say that next year in SP Game News they should put the WAG jackets in there, the wife and girlfriend jackets from the playoffs. And honestly, like, those would sell for an unhealthy amount of money on the secondary market. It'll be really funny. Then you get all the like hockey card collectors trying to figure out who's who. But some of the jackets this year are sick. The Senators ones, too bad they only got used for 4 games, are really cool. If they did those in like actual merch, I think those would sell really well. They'd just be expensive, but that's fine. And we have the Skybox Metal Pick Your Team. I will check offers after the halfway point, so one more box. I'd like to fill that up and get that done today. Beniers for the Kraken, and to 99, Cam Lunt for the Sharks on the pink. Kucherov on the front row talent, and base autograph for the Kraken, Chandler Stevenson. And the base autographs are also on card. Not numbered, but just a base autograph. Well, we're at 3 current year autographs, if you count these stickers. Standing on their head of Linus Ullmark, and McDavid to 25 on the green for the Oilers. The 2025, the last year parallel. First year of the year in the product, 2025. Is that some sort of weird one of Liam Bishop for the Stars and Dylan Guenther for Utah to 199. Nice McDavid to 25. Can't go wrong with that. I wonder if they're going to pull off the comeback. I don't have the most confidence, but hey, you never know. Got another sparkler here. Dude, where's Makar? And to 10. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen standing on their head. So, I'd say, like, parallel-wise, this has so far been closer to what 1920 was. From, like, you got a lot of low-numbered stuff, but nice UPL to 10. Chasing Dostal. Man, the goals against weren't even, like... I don't even think you could fault Dostal. I said fart Dostal. That's not what I meant to say. Shane Wright. And Sparks of Greatness of Gabe Perreault. Nice. Doesn't have any autographs, but you can get a nice insert card. No, like it's a pure snipe. A wide open like redirection with no pressure around. Grubauer. And Daniel Boo for Utah. Lebu. Stanky on the sensational youth for the Hurricanes, and access points. These sort of like 90s video game design. Jason Robertson. I'm not a fan of these. Like the logo and just yeah, not a fan. How rare are they? I'm curious. They're probably like, I think they're one of the 1 per boxes, or not 1 per box, but access point. They are 1 in 40 packs. We are in Canada, yeah, so 1 in 40. I mean, if you're choosing between that and Sparks of Greatness, you're choosing the Sparks of Greatness every day of the week. But it's just some of the things like that where... He doesn't have any on-card autographs in this. He has a sticker autograph. He will probably, if they do this set next year, he'll have his autographs in that. Because he's in every other set, so... he should be in there next year. Ooh, serial number 99. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I said it numerous times during bidding. And like before that, the reason why I have them priced, at least comparatively to what I saw market-wise, like after I priced the teams and stuff a lot lower is because he didn't have autographs. He still had base stuff, and there's still enough reason to have them somewhat valuable, because if you do hit like a low base parallel of his, it's still going to sell fine. And they had a couple updates and things like that. But, yeah. They weren't like a big team, in my opinion. Boldy, provisions for the halves of Lane Hudson on the Polar Express. I guess it's all aboard the Lane train is going to be the reference there. Their provisions are like case hits. They are, I believe, 1 in 160 or something like that. 1 in 300, sorry, for the base ones. So, yeah, sometimes you'll get a legend alongside a regular. Front row talent of Fiala, and then a Jonathan Huberto to 199. Philip Gustafson and Nikishin to 999 on the debut ticket. Nice one there. Beckett Seneca on the Sensational Youth. And, woo! That's a pretty good update auto. That's a pretty good auto. Matt Boldy, update autograph from last year for the Wild. Straight, it's probably the Lane train, would be my guess. All aboard the Lane train, something like that. Nice Boldy autograph there. We can take the Sparks of Greatness down. Yeah. I think it's probably more just that like he didn't have... If I'm going from it from like a super metaphorical standpoint, I'm going to say that it's like he had some hype, but not as much as like because he was a second round pick, he wasn't like expected to be, you know, this great big prospect when he was drafted, and then he's turned into a really, really dynamic defender. So I think it's just all aboard the Lane train. Yeah, the Joe Thornton looks pretty sick as well. So those ones are 1 in 300. I think it's him, Pavel Bure, Datsuk, Denis Savard, Solani, and Orr, I think are the 6. As I say, as I'm reading them off the checklist beside me, so I know that they're the 6. But Bobrovsky for the Panthers, Dougie for the Devils on the Shaping Success. Yeah, those Shaping Successes are nice. Binnington for the Blues, Koivunen to 999, 966 and 999. Drew Doughty for the Kings, Levshunov to 99. And then Matthew Schaefer on the Sensational Youth, and a Ryan Leonard to 249 for the Capitals on the red. For Schaefer. Yeah, Legends are... So there's, what, 8 times 10 is 80, so 160 is a Master. So technically they should work out to 1 per case-ish. 1 per Master. Sure. That, but. All right, let me check offers on metal here. Let me check offers on metal. We'll just take the highest one on the ass. I don't know why none of those are accepting. There we go. Slab Lab. 1 second, let me just counter. And then, there we go. Alright. I mean, the Jari Skinner trade wasn't a flop for the Penguins. They got... they moved off of Jari's contract to begin with. And they got assets back. They got Kulak, who they flipped into picks, and they got a pick in that trade as well. Like, they did really well from it. And Skinner provided them with reasonable, like, league average goaltending. The total package, I'll look it up after the break, but I believe it's like, it was a second Kulak and Skinner for Tristan Jarry. And then Kulak got shipped for Sam Girard in a second as well. Or, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's 2 seconds in Girard for a guy who is on waivers. Oh, and Poulin, sorry. I forgot Poulin in there, but... I've always liked Sam Poulin a little bit, but I don't think he's gonna move the needle enough in that trade. I have always liked Connor Ingram as a goalie. I just don't have any faith in the Oilers' defensive structure. Marchessault and Bright Sellies of Kent Johnson. I believe these are like 1 in 40 as well. William Eklund on the front row talents, and Ian Moore to 199. He's actually showed up okay for the Ducks. Drake Matheson for the Senators, and Denton Matejchuk to 99 on the Sensational Youth for the Blue Jackets. Ryan Leonard and Isaac Howard to 199. Excuse me. I feel like Kent Johnson has had a tough year every year, pretty much. The first round matchups have just been so lackluster. Like, considering they're normally supposed to be the best ones, they've just been so lackluster. Any Preds hits, they've been quiet. I don't think anything major, if anything. But Troy Terry, Ian Moore on the 999. Tim Stützle on the front row talents, and Frank Nazar on the Sparks of Greatness. I mean, Columbus is in one of those weird spots where they're just like, they got young talent, but they didn't really have enough build around for them, and they just couldn't explode. Markstrom with a Kindle to 999, not to be confused with a Kobo. Demidov on the Sensational Youth, and Levshunov to 25 for Chicago on the debut ticket access. Nice Levshunov autograph. I am not a Levshunov believer, but hey, if you are, congratulations, you have an auto to 25. Yeah, again, all they need is just like a ticket barcode. And that'd be sick on this. And like a little bit less foiling. I'm personally a fan of like less is more on the foiling, but I told people that Chicago is very good volume wise in this break. I warned people. Seattle has also, like, based off of the checklist, a sneaky good team. I believe they should be one. That I can check because I have it right here. But where is team counts? In terms of autographs, I have them at about 6.5% of the autographs in the product, which is definitely number one. And then percent of cards, I have them at 4.26, which is actually below San Jose. San Jose has a lot of updates though, so. But yeah. Oh, Chicago and Metal's, like, I wish, honestly with Metal, I wish I could change the shipping profiles for teams, because there's some teams that I'd make like 1 to 3 ounces in them. Some teams like Chicago where I'd make them 30 ounces because you get 50 boxes. Yeah, Nashville's insane in Metal. Nashville should be okay in this. They're just quiet, right? This product would be a little bit more variance, but... Oh, yeah, it's nuts. Nikishin. And Nice to 199. Braden Point. And Oliver Kapanen for the Habs to 99 on the update autograph. Not a bad update auto to get if you're going to get one. Yeah, again, all I need to do is just add some ticket designs. Oop. Put this in the recap pile. I think we can bump Osland down, even though I like him more, but... Yeah, Montreal does pretty okay in this. Sam Reinhart and Bo Horvat on the shaping success for the Islanders. Blackwood with a Yanni Neiman for the Kraken to $9.99. Yeah, Seattle, like, if I were getting into breaks, I would have been all over Seattle in this product. You got a top rookie that played top 6 minutes for them. Lots of volume. Considering the box price, considering, like, it's Berkeley Catton's first real rookie card. That's a definite one of those, like, that's a good value buy. Two Horvats, but only one Schaefer. Yeah, I mean, hey. We like Bo Horvat around here. Got some sort of green thing coming up. Draisaitl and McAvoy to $199. Lucas Raymond to 25. Logan Cooley. The Provision. It's like, I don't know, the closest thing that we have to downtown, I think, in hockey, but or whatever they're called now. Uptowns, downtowns, side to sides. You see Saros on the standing on their heads, and Bright Sellies. Bright Sellies. But that face is, like, expressionless for the Canucks of Quinn Hughes. And Dustin Wolf. And an Ottinger to 99 on the standing on their heads. So. Yeah. Just like his back check that one game. That was like, oh, he's gone. I think it was a Sharks game where his back check, like, he just peeled away from a guy. It's like, oh, yeah, you have to trade him. Like, if he asked for a trade, you have to trade him after that. Yeah. They made way too many mistakes trying to double down with him. But it's pretty clear he didn't want to stay. Yeah. He's definitely breaking some of his stoicness, which I don't think is... And he's breaking it in a negative way. But... Which I don't think is ideal, but... Sorokin for the Islanders, and Zane Parekh. He doesn't have any on-card autographs, but he does have a sticker auto. Nice Parekh auto there. He's actually got an okay rookie signature. Jake DeBrusk and Berkeley Catton to $9.99. So his first real true rookie card. We're going to give that the good old sleeve and top load treatment just because the instant sleeve and top load. Because he doesn't have a ton of stuff yet. And his young gun will probably be extended. We have a Austin Matthews and a Bright Sellies. Man, the Bright Sellies, but like just muted expressions of Sam Reinhart. With a Z Bouillon and a Matthew Robertson. It's $9.99 on the Robertson. Like, if you go through the pile of hits, we have a decent amount of stuff out of like $9.99 out of $1.99. We do have some low numbered stuff. So like, value wise, it's not the worst product from like getting low numbered stuff. It's just, I feel like just the design of the debut ticket access have just let this product down this year for me. But Vasilevsky and Elias Pettersson to $249 for the Canucks. Zach Werenski with the Linus Ullmark on the shaping success. Kirill Marchenko with a Zane Parekh to $199 for the Flames. A little bit, but not a ton. Bedard with a Hey, there's a natural card. UC Saros on the acetate. They just remind me of like a standard hockey card product, to be honest. The acetates are kind of cool, though. And just base cards. Alright, 2 boxes to go here. Again, if you are shut out, you'll get like an overtime pack or something headed your way, because shutouts suck. And so, I like to try and mitigate those as much as I can. All the styrofoam just fell. 1 second. Let's put it there. But yeah, I really wish the tickets just had more ticket elements to them. I feel like it's a big miss. Because, like, if they just had it on the side there, maybe a little bit less foiling, I would be thrilled with the product. It's just because there's such a big focus of the product for me, I feel like it's just such a huge miss. I feel like that's a fair critique this year. But, hey. Value-wise, it is feeling similar to 1920. The autograph per box is nice. The low-numbered stuff, generally, pretty consistently. I missed the Steel Wheels card, the metal cards, but Crosby. Robertson to 249 for the Rangers. The not having 50 billion parallels is also nice. Simone Edvinsson and Bedard on the access point. And, like, I think missing the ticket is a huge deal. Tage Thompson. Nate Danielson, another one of those guys that's getting kind of, like, first real rookie card here. So, the other thing to note is that if a player gets their rookie card in this, they'll probably have their Young Gun in Extended. So, Extended's looking pretty spicy. Dylan Gunther with a update from... What is this? This is 22-23. Josh Norris to 99 for the Senators. All right, 22-23, 22-23. But yeah, like I like this year's design was actually pretty nice. Where it's like a little bit of foiling back there, the ticket in the bottom. Like I like this year's design. So. But yeah, like again, just add the ticket element, man. That's all it takes to make this, I think, a really solid product. But I just think personally, that's just such a big miss that, you know, yeah. The update autos are nice if it makes it an autograph per box. I'll also say that, because otherwise it wouldn't be an autograph per box. Yeah, exactly, K-Mac. Like if it would have been nice to get more legitimate like current year autographs, because it feels bad when like your main box hits are always updates. But if you're not supposed to be guaranteed an autograph per box and it turns out to make it an autograph per box, then I'm a little bit more sympathetic. Slavkovsky with a Demko 299 on the acetate. So we're going to topple that after. Spencer Knight with a Cagnoni to 199. Ottinger with a Demidov. There we go. All right, now we do the sleeves and top loads. Demi. And you get the air conditioner in here for Friday, I think, too. It's supposed to be toasty here. I think we're looking at, like, apparently 28 degrees. I try, man. Again, like I mentioned, if we can pull the, like, something sick for everybody in a break, I would love to do that. Because it makes it more fun. Matejchuk and, well, Islanders, Sparks of Greatness of Matthew Schaefer. That's a nice card. I wonder what it'll end up selling for. Not as true base rookie card, but I think people like the look of it, so. Here, we'll move Boldy to the side. Because it's Schaefer. Today, 40K. a down payment on an apartment in Maple Ridge. A studio in Vancouver. Actually, that's not even close, I don't think. But, yeah. It's a nice looking card. At the very least, it is a nice looking card. That's the problem, though, with, like, in general, we're with the hobbies gone. And something that I'm, excuse me, again, not the biggest fan of personally. But, like, so much of the value of new products being in the top rookies specifically, and, like, in general, the secondary guys not selling well, I don't think is actually healthy for the hobby long term. It's great if you like to speculate on those secondary players, or like you don't like to collect the mainstream players. It's just, if those players ever falter, then everything craters. Aho, Perek to 9.99. Nice Perek there. Nylander with a Hurdle on the Bright Sellies. Konechny with a Lennox for the Islanders. Lane Hudson on the Sensational Youth, and debut ticket access of Howard for the Oilers. So, I would like eventually to see it kind of like spread out a little bit more again, back to what it was pre, like, I guess pre 21-22, because even during like the COVID years, it was still a little bit more spread out because people were speculating on more players, but yeah, we'll see. It's like that in like football and stuff too, where it's just top rookie or bust. And obviously with the box prices what they are, it makes it even more insane. So, alright, final stack here. Hopefully an autograph. Hopefully something spicy. Good luck, everybody. Toffoli for the Sharks. Makar for the Avs on the Shaping Success. Rupe Hintz. Will Smith to 199 for the Sharks. Standing on their heads, it's an update of Shesterkin and Justin Brazeau for the Bruins. Little JB autograph to 199. Again, not a bad one to get. Not a bad update auto to get, but it's still an update auto. Sensational Youth of Michael Misa and Elias Pettersson, $2.99 for the Canucks. All right, that is the break. No randoms to do. I don't think this product has a single random in it, but let's go ahead and just recap some of the stuff we got, and then we'll move on to metal here. But Howard Acetate, Demidov, Danielson, Cadden, Kindle, base, Leonard to 249, Cowan to 99, Cowan base, Bedard Acetate, which is nice, Dickinson to 249, Misa to 999, Koivunen on the Acetate there. Demi Schaefer and team tags of Johnson. Only one team tags in this case, eh? Huh. Interesting. Brazeau on the autograph, Demko on the acetate, Norris on the update autograph to 99, Saros acetate, Perek sticker, Cooley to 25, Oslin to 199, Kapanen to 99, Sparks the Greatness of Nazar and Hudson, and Gabe Perreault, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen to 10, McDavid to 25, Chandler Stevenson on card autograph, Cam Talbot and Cormier on the autographs. Let's go Boldy in fourth. Renew the Levshunov. I know it's more valuable than the Albert Johansson, but like it's the Christmas parallel of 1225 with the red and green of Albert Johansson. That is just peak. Sparks of Greatness of Schaefer, but hit of the break. Got to be the Provisions. Got to be the Lane Train. Lane Hudson. Group break 651.